Hi, welcome back. Yeah, I'm not gone. Let's do the AM Club show right here on MX24TV. Yes, and it's time for us to do more. Yeah, today I'm just having a nice time, just having conversations all around. And now we'll be throwing more spotlight on the Fill the UPSA Auditorium with Moses B. Arthur. Yes. So you fill the UPSA Auditorium, but you need people who would also just marshal that force behind it. And joining me for this conversation is Makeda. Yes, she is the founder and CEO. The moment I hear founder and CEO, you know we are talking to a big woman. Yeah, and she's the founder and CEO of Survey Chicks in Real Estate. She says USA, but I like to call it as a global entity. Why? I would explain later. Welcome to Ghana, Makeda.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back for my fourth time.
Fourth time.
Fourth time.
So what's your favorite meal when you're in Ghana? So that
My favorite meal? I love the lamb chops. Of course, you can't come to Ghana and not have the jollof rice. I do not like it that spicy though, but it is pretty good. And so that's one of the things I love. And I love the rice that you have with like the beans. I don't know what that's called, but it's good.
You mean wachi?
I guess that's what it's called.
It looks a bit colored. The rice is colored.
Oh yes, yeah.
Wonderful. So that is wachi.
Okay, I just learned something new.
Yeah. So, please,
Wachi.
producers, she wants wachi. You understand? So when you get her wachi, then you get me my gobe. I've been speaking about gobe since morning. And producers, if you don't get me gobe, we'll have a fight. But let me leave my producers aside. Let's have a conversation. You've built a wonderful platform with Survey Chicks in real estate over the years. What inspired you to get into real estate? It's such a difficult industry to even start playing in. I've been wanting to play in real estate all my life, but it's something I keep tempting, then I stop. But for you, what inspired you?
Well, it was my husband. It wasn't me, because I did not have real estate in sight at all, but he looked at me and said, you know what, I think that you would make a great real estate agent. And so I was like, well, let me try to see if I could take the test. And I did, and I passed. And that was back in 2004. And so I've now been in real estate for the last 21 years. 21 years in the States, and the last 3 years international.
Wow. I just have to say, wow. 21 and 3. Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I know real estate has evolved over time, but we'll get to talk a little bit more about real estate, because I still want you to get me into real estate. Yeah. But this is your first time engaging with Trailblazers Unite. What's that one thing that drew you to this particular initiative?
I would say the host himself, Moses B. Arthur. Like, ever since I met Moses, which was about a year ago, he speaks with such wisdom and so much command. And the thing that I saw with him being, at that time, 28 years old, building his own development, I'm like, what 28-year-old is building a development and doing all of these things that are in real estate? And that was something that drew me, because, believe it or not, you know, I have kids this age. Yes, I have kids this age. And so to be able to look at like my son, who, you know, is just working, you know, a full-time job being a teacher, at the same time having someone that's 28 years old that's building a whole conglomerate inside of East Legon Hills. And I thought that that was just amazing. And I wanted to be a part of like everything that he's doing. And so him invited me to be a part of the lineup of amazing speakers. Yeah. You see, I'm the only woman on the platform.
Yeah. You're the only woman. And it's I feel it's not for the light part of it. It's because of what you've been able to achieve in the past 21 years and also 3 years globally. It's not easy to take a business from its local state into a global venture. It's quite interesting. But from your lens as a US based entrepreneur, what opportunities do you see that we can collaborate that's between Africa and the States, especially also considering now that we are being heckled and slapped beautifully with tariffs?
Well, one thing that I love about Ghana and the people of Ghana is that they know their history. I don't care from what region that I go to, we go to visit, they know their history. It doesn't matter if they're young, if they're old, they know their history and their culture. And I feel like when it comes to us as entrepreneurs in the U.S., we're always hustling and bustling. When I got to Ghana, I was able to slow down a little bit because, you know, when we come to the table, it's like, okay, let's get straight to business. And I learned that I had to sit back and say, no, how are you doing? How is your family doing? And I feel like the collaboration that we have is what's missing in America, is that we're always hustling and bustling, not taking time for ourselves, not always taking time for family. And plus, we don't know our culture and we don't know our history. And so just coming here, I've been able to feel grounded. My first time visiting out the slave castle and the river walk, it was an amazing feeling, and I felt very grounded. And I feel like that's something that we can bring together and bridge that gap between the history of African Americans and descendants of slaves versus us just being in the U.S. and not knowing where we came from.
So that means that the Trailblazers Unite can help bridge that gap between global businesses and its entire ecosystems, as well as Ghanaian emerging talent. Because, like you say, Moses, we should put maybe as an emerging talent, though he's not emerging, but in that space as an emerging talent. How do we bridge that gap using the ecosystems available? Do we still consider the culture part, or there's more to the conversation than just the culture and knowing where we are from as Africans and feeling grounded?
I feel like the culture part is the foundation, but now taking the foundation and how do you build upon that culture? And for me, when it comes to Trailblazers Unite, I want to show them that you don't have to come from America in order to be able to take your business global. You are, and let me just give you the example of a real estate agent. So for me, the real estate agents in Ghana, they typically focus in on their local market and selling to local people. I want to make sure that they know that there's a whole world out here where they can sell real estate, not just in Ghana, but they can sell it in the Dominican Republic. They can sell it in Dubai. They can sell it in all these other countries outside of their local area. And I feel like no matter what industry that you're in as an entrepreneur in this country, you can take your brand global, because those necessities and services and products that you have is needed in other places, but a lot of times people don't know that they can expand outside of their local area.
True. You've spoken about it. And I feel one thing is leadership as well. But what are some of the core leadership traits, I should say, that you often see in successful businesswomen across the globe? I also like to celebrate women because it's difficult to see women do what you do and also thrive at it. What are some of those special leadership, I'll say, soft skills?
Yeah, I would say vision, and then there's execution. Because you can have the vision, you can have the dream, but if you don't execute it, you're going nowhere fast. One of the things that I learned too is that over the years, if I would have known then what I know now, I would have known that success is 80% your mindset, 80% mental, and I would have spent more money on my mindset and shifting that rather than on just the strategy part. And so I think that when we're able to shift our mindset, and even with the event that's going to happen tomorrow with Trailblazers Unite, people are going to be able to have their mind shifted and activated to do things outside of their comfort zone, whereas before they were only thinking about it. So it's vision, and then it's execution.
Vision and execution. I think that beautifully ties up to what I wanted to ask you in the next line of my questions. So before we get to talk more about the event, though, what are some of the ways that you like to empower other women with? I've seen your excerpts of your book. Congratulations on the best seller on Amazon. So the book is called Virtuous Woman.
Yeah.
Yes. So aside that particular avenue, writing to empower women, what other avenues do you use to empower women?
Yeah, and I want to say, just based on your first question, it's just being me, like me existing for other women. Like, you know, here this weekend in Ghana, I have women that have traveled from the U.S. that's here right now in Ghana that's going to come out to this event. We're going to have a real estate property tour this weekend as well. But me existing in this space, it gives them hope. It lets them know that if Makeda can do it, then I can do it as well. And so me just doing it afraid. The other day I posted something on my social media page, which basically just said, like, what does doing it afraid looks like? And so for me, somebody said, well, how did you overcome fear? I haven't overcome fear. I just do it afraid. I just do it afraid. Every day I have to get up and have a pep talk with myself and say, Makeda, you got this. Makeda, you're going to do great things. God has you. And then I just have to get up and I have to do it. But people will talk themselves out of greatness. They will talk themselves out of execution. They will talk themselves even out of the dreams and visions that they have for themselves just because of mindset. And so how I help other women, by existing as a woman, and especially as a Black woman, them being able to see themselves in me.
Wonderful. Them being able to see themselves in you. But would you carry that on to further advise the Ghanaian woman who is having business to do, but with extremely limited resources?
It's all about collaboration. It's all about collaboration. Before, I was building Savvy Chicks in Real Estate, you know, on my own. But when I started collaborating with other entrepreneurs, it was able to help me to go further faster. And you can't go further faster without uniting with those that are around you in order to be able to expedite. And so I would say to those that are here in this country, see how you can reach out wide to bring people in that maybe you may provide one service, but then this other person may have a product that can go with your service, and you can pull those resources together. But if we're always thinking that, oh, you know, I'm going to build my business here, let them build it over there, then we'll get nowhere. And so that's what I would say to them.
Wonderful. Now, let's zoom straight into the event.
Okay.
What unique message or insight do you hope to bring and also further on share on with attendees that would be coming to Trailblazers Unite?
It's all about going global. All about going global. I'm going to give them examples of people who have actually done it and started in their local area and that have moved global. And people think that they need money in order to be able to do it. But technology, and my friend always says, technology moves faster than the law. And so what technology is doing now is moving faster than how we can move our feet. And it's with a click of one button, you're global. Look at TikTok. Look at Facebook. Look at YouTube. You don't have to be in these other countries or even hop a plane in order to be global. All you have to do is just go live.
Go live. I like it. I like it. So bringing the global message into the local scene.
Yes.
I like it. I like it. But after this event, are you open for any mentorship opportunities with you?
Of course.
Here with some Ghanaian Trailblazers?
Yes, of course. And even with Moses' program that he has, his nonprofit, I'm actually sitting down with another ambassador who has a program as well. And she's like, how can, you know, we be a part of what you're doing, and how can you be a part of what we're doing? So that goes back to the collaboration and being able to go further faster. And I believe that with me being able to talk to even the Ghanaian women about entrepreneurship and bring my expertise. And it's not all about, you know, what we can bring from America here, but how we can take what's already been built here and then create something that is not new, but something that is going to speak to the entire world with us doing it together, rather than, oh, I'm going to come and I'm going to teach you. No, we're teaching each other, and it's a collaboration together.
Wonderful. Now, Just let's see. So where can people catch up on your work as an author, as founder and CEO of Savvy Chicks? I just like the name, in real estate.
You know why I named it Savvy Chicks in Real Estate?
No?
Because in the U.S., you always saw that women in real estate competed against each other. People were always like, okay, don't let that person follow you on social media. If they follow you and they're a real estate agent, block them because they're trying to get your clients. And so for me, Savvy is about being able to help you to achieve as well. And then for me, anybody that wants to find Savvy Chicks in Real Estate, they can find us online, savvychicksinrealestate.com. And then myself, Makeda Smith Global. So all things global.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So everything global, Charlie. But I must say I've learned something. It's something that I have read, but you've impressed it upon me more.
Yeah.
That is collaboration. It takes you faster. Go
Faster.
Further. And also technology. The law is always catching up with technology, which is very true because you develop and then the law now comes to try and create some sanity in the space. Makeda, it's been really fantastic having you on set. Unfortunately, I have to run. My director is doing push-ups in my ear.
Okay.
So, but we'll catch up with you. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Any parting words for us?
No, I would just say for all of you who do not have your tickets, make sure you show up to the auditorium tomorrow because every future and current Trailblazer is going to be set on fire.
Wonderful. Makeda is the CEO and founder, or do I say founder and CEO of Savvy Chicks in real estate. Global. I don't call it US no more. Global. But if you're wondering what we've been talking about, Trailblazers Unite is presented by Entrepreneurship Hub Africa. And it's live tomorrow, yes, the 12th of April, 2025, at the UPSA Auditorium at 11 a.m. And it will be live right here on this platform, that is MX24TV. So Ghana, get ready to rise. Trailblazers United, the groundbreaking initiative by Entrepreneurship Hub Africa, founded by the dynamic, I would say ever dynamic Moses B. Arthur, is coming to life. This isn't just another event, it's a national movement to awaken, inspire, and also empower the next generation of Ghanaian leaders, visionaries, and change makers. The vision is really simple: to build a future-ready Ghana by bringing together bold voices, disruptors, and solution-driven thinkers who are blazing trails across the world from business policy, social impact, and beyond. You're wondering why should you attend? Listen, do you still want a reason? After hearing that Trailblazers will be there, then it's really simple. Just come through and engage with a lineup of carefully selected speakers who have overcome the odds and also shaped the various industries that they are in. Be part of candid conversations, deep insights, and actionable strategies for growth and transformation. Discover the power of unity, collaboration, and purpose. It's really, really, really important. Now, Moses B. Arthur's inspiration is born from his passion to connect and elevate leaders across Ghana. Trailblazers Unite reflects Moses' personal journey, one filled with grit, setback. I can relate, yeah, and breakthroughs. Yeah, I can relate. His story and those of many featured on the list would set fire in you. This event is more than just a gathering. It's actually to serve as a launch pad for you, so you connect with ideas. Connect with ideas. The energy from connecting with ideas is really important in a lot of things, and it would really just set the dawn and ripple through into future programs, partnerships, and policies shift led by Entrepreneurship Hub Africa. Can't make it in person? That's why we are here for you. Just catch it on your screens, 11 a.m. Wherever you are, MX24TV is your digital partner for this particular event. So it's happening tomorrow, 12th of April, 2025, at the UPSA Auditorium. And we're talking 11 a.m. We are trying to change the mindset of the future leadership of Ghana. So it's a sharp, not Ghana man time. GMT, sharp. 11 a.m. Be there or be squared. You can also catch the transmission on MX24 TV. It's going to be live through and coming to you from the UPSA Auditorium. My name's Sedina Medmond. It's been fantastic to come your way with this particular show, the AM Club. Starting for your regular host, Mimi, and JKD. Thank you, Makeda, for coming through. We'll meet you tomorrow and we'll get talking. I want to get into real estate next. But for now, I say muchas gracias to the entire production crew and we say adios.
I need some help. Put my head on fire can't cool. My head on fire can't cool. Slowing down on the marijuana, baby. Spending time training my mental. Softly make I take it to the right place. K-bones, I'm when you You can't testify, no be easy. No be who say, he say, she say. When you do, I say I need some healing. I be up, how much and I'm screaming.